Alright, hey everybody, so welcome to another After We Collided movie prediction video. Now, a lot of us have been wondering the same thing, just when the hell is this film gonna release? Like, when is this film actually gonna release? Because every time it seems like we turn on the internet, and every time it seems we turn on Google or Twitter or any type of social media, it really does appear like the release date seems to be changing every single week, which is why I'm here to say that unless it comes from an official distributor, do not believe a thing that Google says, because you know what? Google can actually be manipulated. Google can actually be, changed by anybody, who actually wants to do it. So do not believe anything until an official distributor actually says that the film is going to come out on this particular day, on this particular month. But that does not mean that we cannot sit here and predict when the film is going to come out. All right, so right now, if you go on Google, it says May 28th. Now, the reason why I am begging them not to release this thing on May 28th, or even like one of the other rumored release dates, which is sometime in June, is because if you look at June 5th, there is a movie coming out called Wonder Woman 1984. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know like the first thing that you're going to think is that After We Collided and Wonder Woman are like two very different things that, like there's no, crossover here. That usually when you have like a big superhero movie, the films usually go to, more of a male audience, the men go see, superhero movies. Like it's usually like a high proportionate percentage of guys go see the films and and some women, but like not like so much. But with Wonder Woman, you have something that is a lot like a huge female audience. And if you don't think that there is actually a crossover between Wonder Woman and After We Collided, then you are sorely mistaken, and this film would be headed for disaster if they actually come out anywhere near Wonder Woman 1984, because Wonder Woman 1984 would actually be swiping up all of the female audience, or probably not all of it, because I know that not all women actually love the same things, but enough to where After We Collided would take a hit. And that's why I am begging them from the bottom of my soul, do not put this thing anywhere near Wonder Woman 1984, either the previous weekend, which is like May 28th, or, on June 5th, or anywhere right around that area, because Wonder Woman is going to eat up the audience. It is going to eat up the box office, and I'm just begging them not to do this because this film would completely flop in the US. Now, you might be wondering, well, wait a minute. Overseas actually has a distributor. Like, overseas actually has distributors. Why are they not announcing the release date? Well, my feeling towards that is that the reason why they are not announcing the release dates is because that one of the big criticisms surrounding the U.S. release of After was that of the first film last year was the fact that by the time the U.S. audiences actually got it, it had already been released pretty much everywhere overseas, to the point that by the time the U.S. actually got it, everybody, like by the time, like most people who actually gave a damn had already seen the film. Pretty much had already seen the film from beginning to end based on leaks and stuff online, and like everything that had been released up to that point. You could pretty much put everything together and you had pretty much had seen the film, minus say like some establishing shots or maybe like the tattoo scene, but pretty much you had seen the film up to that point. So the reason why I think that they have not announced a release date overseas and why they have not started announcing release dates is because they are trying to treat this like the Avengers or like one of these like huge Marvel films where they release this thing day and date everywhere to avoid spoilers and to avoid scenes actually getting out. Because right now the US does not have a distributor. I actually think that they do, but they are still going to the European film market to actually find a distributor. I still think that they are, even though they've taken that thing off the schedule, I still really do think that they will go there. But yeah, like that's the reason why I think that why nobody has announced an official release date yet, is because they are waiting for everybody to have a distributor so they can release this thing all at the same time to avoid the leaks and, pretty much like audiences feeling like, like, oh, well, this side got it, first. And by the time we kind of get it, everything had been leaked and, I pretty much have seen the film. So no reason to really go to the theaters. But yeah, like this video is pretty much talking about the prediction of the release month. I still think it's going to be April. Like I am not completely opposed to April, and let me explain why that this would not be like such a rush here and why this would still be doable to put this thing out sometime in April. back in September, there was a film called The Hunt that was supposed to come out that had a trailer, that had a poster, that had everything, but all of a sudden some very stupid controversy happened, and they said, you know what, we're going to cancel the film, we're pulling it from the schedule, and you know what, it's just going to disappear. And so a lot of people were speculating like, oh, this thing's going to go to like a streaming service, this thing is going to go, you know, like straight to a streaming service, like, oh yeah, and Universal is not just going to cancel the film, they'll put it like on a streaming service, and you know, that'll be the end of that. But then all of a sudden, over the past couple of weeks, they released a new trailer, like out of nowhere. Like nobody saw this trailer coming. Nobody even pictured that this trailer was coming. And all of a sudden the trailer dropped like around February 13th or February 12th, where all of a sudden at the end of the trailer it said, coming March 13th. And it was like, whoa, okay. So yeah, I do think that if they hurry up and find a US distributor, they will be able to actually release this thing in April. Like they could release the full trailer sometime in March and then release the film in April. Now, when it comes to the promo tour, because like that's what a lot of people are talking about in terms of like, oh, it would be too rushed. In terms of what they did last year, in terms of a book signing tour, I do not think that they're going to do that again. Will they still go on a promo tour where they go on talk shows and interviews and all that stuff? Yes, 100%, but I really do not think that they will do another book signing tour this year because this is a completely different film. This is a completely different monster. This is not the same thing as the first one. This is like a more hard R film. This is like a more adult film, so I do not think that they will be going on a book signing tour, but they will be doing a promo tour, and that is why I still believe that April is still very doable. But again, like I've said many times before, this is going to come down to the distributors because only the distributors can actually announce the release dates. It doesn't matter what Anna Todd says. It doesn't matter what Louise Lombard, who plays Trish, says. It only matters what the distributors, what they actually say. And that is the reason why I have been drilling into your heads over and over and over again, probably to the annoyance of a lot of you on Twitter, is that this is the importance of having a distributor because they're the ones who handle everything. They're the ones who handle the promo. They're the ones who handle the release date. They're the ones who handle the posters. They're the ones who actually, do all of this. And they're the only ones who can actually announce the official release date. So like I said at the beginning of this video, unless you actually see this thing coming from an official source, unless you actually see this thing coming from like an official distributor, whether it be here in the US or overseas or even here on this channel, because I will only bring you guys information that has actually been confirmed. I will only bring you guys information that has actually been confirmed. So if you actually hear it on this channel that this is the release date, then I will actually, then you can trust that, or you can trust it only when it comes from an official source like the After Movie account or, like an official distributor, but only then, because like somebody said, that release date on Google keeps switching literally every single week. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So every day I'll be doing daily uploads of the read-throughs where I literally go through different books and read to you guys page by page, chapter by chapter. All 7 books of the After series by Anna Todd, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and Gabriel's Inferno by Sylvain Renard are now on the channel to their completion. I'm working on Gabriel's Rapture. I will be working on the Gabriel series by Sylvain Renard, and these will be daily uploads barring any types of personal illnesses or issues. Now that we have the official green light of the After We Collided movie, I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on that, so keep looking forward to that. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates. And those updates are also going to cover After We Fell and After We're Happy. So once we get the green light on those 2 films, I'll also be bringing you guys constant updates on those as well. Every other day, I'll be doing different topics that come up in the After fandom. So if there's a topic out there that you guys want to see me talk about, go ahead and either leave it down in the comments, or you can find me on either Twitter, email, or my Facebook. All the relevant information is on the About section of the channel. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to grow to the heights that it has without you guys. And so for that, I am eternally grateful. You know and I know there are plenty of After fans, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists. So keep sharing the channel, keep spreading the word of Charles's Movie Channel, because this will easily be one of the best After series channels that you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the After series channel. I'll see you later, After fans, After naters. Take care, y'all. Love you.